So, welcome to the episode 2 of the Athlete Podcast. Today we have Besiktas shooting guard Toddrick Gotcher. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. So let's get started. Let's get started with your high school career. You went to Lakeview Centennial and was ranked the number 2 player in Texas with some incredible accomplishments. Did your experience there help you get prepared for the NCAA level basketball?
Yes, definitely. My high school career, I had a lot of great teammates and a great coach to help us all out to prepare for the NCAA and for college. So it was very physical. Played a lot of good players in my high school career, so I was very excited.
Yeah, for sure. And then moving on to your college career with Texas Tech, you spent 5 years there in a great program that has produced some top class athletes. How was the atmosphere there, and did it help you develop as a player?
Oh, definitely. The atmosphere is very loving. The university, everybody helps you out in certain ways, and basketball-wise, it just prepared me because during my time in college, it was named the best conference. The Big 12 was one of the best and toughest conferences in basketball. So it really prepared me for my overseas career because it's kind of tough, low scoring, so it helped me out a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of Texas Tech and top class athletes, there's a picture with you and Patrick Mahomes after a game. Do you guys share any relationship between each other?
Yes, we do. Obviously, we went to school together. He was big man on campus during his time, and I also had mine in my respects of being on the basketball side. So we have a good relationship, good friendship, and I respect everything he's done, being a Super Bowl and a MVP. So major respect.
For sure, for sure. And after your college career, you decided to go for the NBA draft after an excellent senior year, but unfortunately went undrafted. Did that have an impact on your mentality, and did it impact your motivation at all?
I was my senior year. I knew that I wasn't going to get drafted. It's only 60 spots, so
Yeah.
it definitely played an impact on me because I was actually in between going into business or playing overseas, and I talked to my family, and I always wanted to play professional, so it definitely going overseas helped me out, and it was the right choice at the time for sure.
For sure, for sure. And you signed with your first team in Greece with Koroivos BC. How was that transition from playing basketball in the States
Yep.
all the way in Europe?
Yeah, my first year it was good, good test for me for sure. But just living overseas and being where I'm at now, obviously I started low, but just built my way up and just worked hard to get to where I'm at now. And hopefully I go up to another level after this year. But Besiktas has been really good to me, and I'm enjoying my time here.
For sure, for sure. And after Greece, you had spent some time in France with Cholet and then went back to Greece. During that time, was it difficult to keep moving from one team to another?
No, it was actually fun for me. I look at it because obviously I want to play in different countries just to get the culture and understand things like that. So playing in France was life-changing for me, playing at the Cholet, which was great club, very professional. And, I went back to Greece on a mission, actually, because I thought I should play somewhere higher. So Greece prepared me to where I'm at now, and I can't complain about my journey at all.
For sure. Both of those countries are great places to live in as well. Great, beautiful European countries.
For sure, for sure.
And then, of course, in 2019, you joined Turkish Giants Besiktas. How was the atmosphere and support during games and events like that from such a passionate and loyal fan base?
Oh man, it kind of reminds me of college times 1000 because the fans are so amazing, very passionate and very supportive, and win or lose, they're there, and they just. It's hard to explain how passionate these fans are, and everywhere I walk around the town, it's Besiktas, and it's just amazing. So I love the people here and everything.
Yeah, and that's definitely true. You know, even with their football team, I know you visited their stadium today.
Yes.
It's a huge fan base. And then, you know, going back to college, this is an interesting one. Who would you say is the toughest player you've played against? That could be on your own team, opposite team, something like that.
The toughest player I guarded was probably Andrew Wiggins at the time and Buddy Hield.
Wow.
Wiggins and Buddy Hield were just, unbelievable. Like, different type of players. Obviously, Andrew Wiggins was just a superior athlete and could do anything.
Yeah.
But Buddy Hield can make any shot from anywhere. So, it was great battling against those guys in my conference. And I didn't even want to mention Joel Embiid because I didn't have to guard him. But he's the best player that I played against for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a monster in the paint. And moving on to your style of play, you know, watching you play, it's clear that you're a lethal shooter that can pull up from almost anywhere on the court. Did you style your game after a certain player?
Yes, so growing up, I watched He Got Game, so I was a big fan of Ray Allen. And that's one of the reasons I wore number 20 in college and high school. So Ray Allen was a big part of my life. And when I played AAU, they called me Jesus Shuttlesworth just to follow his career path. So I was a big fan of Ray Allen.
Yeah, I mean, even watching the highlights, you know, looking at your form and everything, it definitely reminds me a lot about him. That was who I first thought of.
Oh, nice, man. I appreciate that a lot.
Okay, this is definitely an interesting one, too. If you were in the NBA, who would be the player that you would love to face against?
I would love to face against, obviously, everyone probably says LeBron. But even though I did face LeBron at his camp, but I would say James Harden. I would love to defend him in Russell Westbrook. Those are my two.
Yeah, James Harden would be definitely hard to stop for all defenders.
Exactly.
And then I guess, you know, adding on to the Russell Westbrook point, you wear the number 0. Does it have any correlation between him, you know, good favorite player kind of thing?
Yeah, so Russ is definitely my favorite player. I met him at a game once. He just blew me away what type of guy he was. And another reason I wear 0 is Gilbert Arenas. I was a big fan of him.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time. So those are two of my favorite players in probably the history of the NBA, Gilbert and Russell Westbrook for sure.
And this one kind of adds on, you know, Ray Allen stuff, but who are your role models growing up?
My role models would definitely have to be part of my grandpa and my father for sure. But basketball wise, obviously Ray Allen and I would say like Kobe was great, but I grew up basically watching LeBron my whole life. So
yeah,
LeBron was, middle school to high school. Like I watched him, so he was definitely a role model for me.
For sure. And then I guess this adds on to the draft, and obviously, you know, you said you were deciding between business and going to the draft, but did you set any goals after going undrafted?
Yes, I did. After going undrafted, it was a long summer for me because preparing for whatever was next. You know, I signed my agent, and the goals were just to make money anywhere around the world. So that was my number one goal. I proposed to my girlfriend, my now wife.
Yeah,
during my senior year. So I was like, all right, I want to go to wherever I can make money. So that was my first goal coming out of college for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good reason, you know, when you're in that situation. At that point, it's just like, where can I go to make the money if I want to be a basketball player? And
Exactly.
Ooh, okay, this one's interesting. What would you say, either Greece or France, if you had to choose, what would you choose? Not team-wise, but maybe living-wise.
That's a great question. No disrespect to either country because I love both.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, The French, I love France, man. Before Turkey, that was my favorite country to play in, to be in, because I wasn't far from Paris, so obviously, like, that was just, like, I used to watch Paris on TV and, like, man, I want to visit that place. Then I started living in a country, so it was just life-changing. So I would say France for sure.
For sure. And when you were younger, maybe even now, did you or do you still play any other sports?
Growing up, I played all sports, baseball, football, soccer, basketball. My father was a football player, and he went to Baylor University, so I was big on becoming a football player at one point. But, you know, in Texas, it's a different – football is like what it's known for, so I couldn't get out there with the big boys. I wasn't a fan of that. So I had to choose basketball instead.
For sure. And then, before games, before big games, what do you do to calm your, like, nervousness or stress, or if you even feel that at all before a game?
Oh, yeah, I always feel it before games. What's weird is I read a book. What I usually do before games, like an hour and 30 before, I'll start reading a book just to calm my mind, calm my nerves, and just put me in my happy place. So I read books before games, and people think I'm weird when they see me with a book in my hand before a game, but that is my go-to ritual for sure.
And just coming up to end, what is the best part about competing?
The best part of competing is bringing the best out of each other. You and your opponent. I mean, like, obviously, I had a teammate at Texas Tech named Devontae Williams. I mean, we're the same build, same height, everything, and we brought the best out of each other and just competing every day, and it prepared us for our professional life that we're in right now. So that's what I take out of competitiveness. So just making each other better. For sure.
And what do you like the most about living in Turkey? You know, is it the food? Is it the places to visit?
Definitely the places to visit and the people. What's crazy is Turkey gets a bad reputation in the news and the media as dangerous, but man, it's the most comfortable place I've ever been. It's beautiful on the water, so if people could get out to Turkey, I would say come out here and actually see it and don't listen to the news. So for sure. And final question for you. Of course, your season is still going on, but what message would you send to Besiktas fans that are supporting you and the team? I would say to continue to support us. We're playing hard just for the people, not for the name on our back, but the Besiktas logo, representing the program as best as we can, and we love the fans. They support us, and we just hope that they continue to support us because we love them back.
That's great. So thank you for coming on, Toddrick. I wish you the best in the follow-up of your season.
Man, I appreciate you for having me, man, and whenever you need me, just let me know.